Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Anime Club, where we watch the first few episodes of an anime series and give you our first impressions. I'm Reina Scully.
And I'm William Haynes.
We're way too close right now. So this week we watched I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying, courtesy
that dumb show.
Courtesy of this one.
I never seen it before, and I saw it on the list, and I went, bam. I think I actually did it live on the show last week.
You did. Remember. And you know what? It was actually a great show.
I sure do know how to pick them because of my pre-existing knowledge and expertise.
So it was really easy to get through the 4 or 5 episodes that are out right now, and I understand that there's no real progression to the story, and it's very slice of life-y, but it's so good. I thought it was really well done.
I want her to be my wife too.
Yeah.
Even when she dyed her hair blonde and she became less hot than she was originally. I mean, could you even say she's hot because she's a cartoon character? But I want her to be a woman like that, to be my wife as well.
I like their relationship, and I like how they explained it in the first episode that they don't even understand how it is that they got married with each other, but they...
Yeah, you know what? I just realized it's kind of like they don't know each other. Like, they're married, and they're like, I don't really know my husband. I don't really know my wife. It's really difficult to get married to someone if you don't know them in most countries, except some countries, they're like, oh, you don't know each other, marry each other anyway because of money. That's Japan, I don't think, is one of those countries.
Well, usually not for money. Power... What? Not usually for money. But there are arranged marriages in Japan. That's a real normal prevalent thing.
How much does that cost?
A lot. Your soul?
What I gotta do?
Oh. You wanna move to Japan?
Yes.
As I was saying, I really liked that the first scene that you see is them getting married, and they both go, I don't really know what we're doing. What's marriage again? I guess it's because we understand each other, and this ends up making sense. So this story starts off like that, and then it's like a few months later, you get to see how their relationship grows, or doesn't grow, really, to be honest with you.
Oh, it doesn't.
But it does.
But kinda.
And they learned to love each other, which is really sweet. They actually do genuinely love each other.
Yeah, you wouldn't deal with someone all the time if you didn't love them.
Unless you're paid to do it.
How dare you take that back?
I take it back.
All right.
Okay, so the cool premise of the story is that the girl is not a nerd whatsoever, but the husband is a hyper otaku.
Otaku.
Crazy super nerd.
That kind of guy that where you go to a convention and you accidentally bump into somebody and they don't even look up at you. That's what
him.
he is.
Yep. The other amazing thing about this anime is, in that short span of every episode, they're able to put in a lot of other anime and otaku references, which are super enjoyable for all those nerds out there.
Which was really interesting to me, because I was actually thinking about it the other day, because, like, you know, sometimes in American media, they're like, ooh, we want some crossovers. What would happen if Batman and Spider-Man were in the same comic book, and it was funny? And that doesn't really happen in anime as far as I've seen.
Not really.
I'm sure it has happened, because everyone in comments is going to be like, don't you remember that time that Rurouni Kenshin met Naruto? And I'm gonna be like, no, I did not. But yeah, that doesn't happen often in anime.
But it happens in this one.
Rurouni Kenshin was in this anime.
Yes, it was. Whenever he reacts intensely, they usually pan to him kind of emanating a different anime character. And they also had a really interesting reference as well for magical girl lyrical Nanoha. I can say it better in Japanese, I'm sorry. Mahou Shoujo Ririka Nanoha is an older anime from 10 years ago. It came out in 2004. But
Cruella de Vil Magic Town?
No. It's like OG Cruella de Vil Magic Town.
Oh.
Actually, that's crazy that you mentioned that. There's also a Madoka reference in there as well. You know when they go see the movie, or they want to go see a movie in the second episode or so, and they're looking at movie posters, and the wife, Kaorin, Kaoru goes, I bet you want to see an anime. What movie do you want to see? They're actually looking at a Madoka movie poster and a Gundam Unicorn movie poster. So that's really cool.
Gundam Unicorn?
Yeah.
Don't remember that one, okay.
Okay, so back to the original reference I was talking about in regards to Nanoha. They reference Nanoha, which is really interesting because the main female character in this, which is Kaoru, the wife, her voice actor is Tamura Yukari, which is also the voice actress for Nanoha, who's also the voice actress for Jibriru in No Game No Life, and also the voice actress for Harime Nui from Kill la Kill.
Reina!
And also the voice actress.
Reina, stop!
And for
Reina,
mine!
stop.
Akamega Kills mine!
Reina!
She's an amazing voice actress!
Okay, alright, she's been in everything. Reina,
She has.
you went too deep in again.
And
Sleep. Wake up.
Okay, and all of the characters that she plays
Sleep.
always wear pink.
Wake up.
And they look so good, and they usually have pink hair, except Harime Nui, she has a pink bow instead.
All right, cool. It was really weird in the episode when they were on their honeymoon, and they like she had on a bathing suit, and then there was a little caption that said, "Then they had sex for hours," or for like something strange, like extremely long amount of time.
Yeah, they had a wild amount of sex.
I don't wanna, that was the first time in anime where they really were like, "Hey, these two characters had smashed."
They smashed.
Like they never really just say it, but they said it in this one. This show is different.
It's true, and they normally don't focus on married couples in animes. Like, married couples are never the main characters.
Has anyone ever been married or had parents in an anime?
Right? I know. Well, okay.
Man, people in anime have it real bad. You can't smash.
Get the fuck down over here!
Dad? I'm just saying, it's really bad how in anime nobody has parents or gets to have smash, and it would be really sad if you don't, at least one of them.
I think they smash a lot, they just don't get married.
They don't say it though.
That's true, it's inferred.
They're never like Rurouni Kenshin and the girl from the place that he works at smash. That never happened.
There is one anime that they get married in, which is Sword Art Online.
Spoilers!
You know that's what happens! They even have a little fairy baby! But they're teenagers, so that doesn't count. These are adults that got married. The other thing I really like about this anime is they really delve into the otaku world in a different way as well, where they reference a lot of different terminology, like
what's the word for that? Okay, I'm sorry, I forgot going on.
No, it's okay.
Being self-aware. Tell me about moe.
Okay. So moe, which you probably have heard in a lot of different anime, is it doesn't have an actual definition, but it's supposed to be a very particular characteristic of a female character that you're supposed to fall in love with. Like, I don't know. Sorry.
Pink hair?
Yeah.
Being voiced by Hana Kanazawa?
Yeah, that too, actually. Yeah, that's a real moe one. But it has a lot to do with maybe the way they speak. For example, in this show, the wife, I'm sorry, I keep saying the girl, but Kaoru goes, "What should I say to get his attention? He likes moe, what's that like? Nya?" And she makes like a meowing sound because there's a lot of Nekomimi fans out there.
I didn't notice that. The show is so fast. I didn't even really notice that.
That's another thing.
I remember
this
the part
crazy
about moe,
fast.
okay, yeah. Yeah.
And she meows at him, and then he'll do like anything she wants, and he takes her out. And it's so cute.
I feel the exact opposite, because like, I don't like those kind of voices.
It's like annoying, right?
Like, as I will always say, the greatest anime character of all time, give or take, Nausicaa, the way her voice is so strong.
It is.
I just want to throw her in a dungeon for being so much better than everybody else. I don't want anybody to see her or listen to her speak. But she would escape because she's the princess of the Valley of the Wind.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah. Yeah, I only do that to girls I like, though.
Okay. Safe. What would you say is your favorite part of what we've seen so far?
Well, out of this show, my favorite part so far was the entire episode when Kaoru Hanazawa,
Tamura Yukari,
she got drunk and then she became a different person because I enjoyed it.
I loved that.
I liked it. She became a very strong entity, like Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, the most beautiful anime character of all time.
My personal favorite part is in episode 1, I believe, where...
The Revenge of the Sith?
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding. That's episode 3, and it's a Star Wars reference. I'm sorry. Never mind. Continue what you're going to do. I have seen those movies, except for the last one.
So, my favorite scene was in the first episode, and it's when he leaves his hentai out in the living room, and she goes, "Oh, why don't you clean this up?" And she looks at it, and she goes, "There are boobs in here everywhere." And he turns into like a mech pilot, and he goes, "We are boobs!"
Yeah.
That was my favorite part. It was great.
What was that a reference to?
It was Gundam. He's a Gundam pilot.
Did they ever say "we are something"?
I
didn't watch a whole lot of Gundam because I was a little kid, and after Inuyasha went off and then this would come on, I was like, ooh, that's too heavy for me. Maybe it's good enough for me now.
我らはおっぱいだ。
これはいくらですか?
一体本当に言うのかな、ガンダムの中で。我らは何なんだろう。言うかな、きっと。言うと思うよ。
See.
Okay, cool. And that's all we have for you this week on I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. We're going to be taking a short break, but we'll be back on Monday the 24th. And that, okay.
You better come on Monday the 24th because I got a huge surprise for you that you're going to appreciate in some capacity.
Yeah, I don't even know what that surprise is, but we're going to be giving you our first impressions on Mushishi. So remember to check that out by going on to crunchyroll.com/SFNerd to get your free premium membership trial.
Go use our URL because it'll give us loads of money. Not really a whole bunch, but hopefully some.
The very first thing you see in this anime is the scene of them getting married and the guy going, I'm not going to be able to make you happy. And the girl going, well, I'm getting married, so that is a woman's happiness already. And then she just said, I can make myself happy, but you just focus on you. And then he's just there going, what is marriage? And for me, I think that's already funny enough.
He says, that's too bad. I really wanted to see you in a bathing suit. And she says, well, I have the bathing suit here. It's in the room. Then it cuts to her, kind of embarrassed, showing off her bathing suit. And he's like, And then narrator comes in. It sort of freeze frames, and a narrator comes in and says, and then they had lots of sex. And that is the real tone of the show.
It's very funny, actually. It's one of those shows, I guess, that you would watch when you don't have anything else good to do, because it's just 3 minutes of mindless and nonsense and just funny things, I guess.
So funny. So flippin' funny. There's a scene in the second episode where they introduce his little brother who looks more like a girl. So he's like, isn't that your little sister? And he's like, I'm going to split it down the middle and call it my broster.
If you're watching this, you probably are into anime, which means you understand how many weird words we use. And if you're not in the world, it's sort of totally confusing. I love it purely because I relate way too much to the husband. There's a reference to Rurouni Kenshin in the first episode, I think. It might be the second episode, but I'm pretty sure it was the first episode, and I died. I died. It was so funny.
This is a very niche anime. You have an otaku marrying a hot blonde bombshell, and it almost feels like one of those arranged marriages, even though, with him in the beginning saying that he knows he can't make her happy, but at the same time, it is basically Big Bang Theory for otakus. And instead of living next to the hot blonde bombshell gets married to the otaku.
It's kind of tragic how much she changes herself just to fit into his world. Literally, one scene she's got jet black hair, the next scene she has, pure blonde hair to represent, that anime heroine, fantasy woman of his dreams, just so they can click a little bit.
It was so hilarious though, because their wedding vows went kind of like, listen, I can't make you happy. Oh, I know, that's okay. But as long as you're happy, cool.
Oh, I can't.
Oh no. なんでこれは?
何やってんの?
Oh, that's
何気持ち悪いの?
I can't understand what my co-host is saying.
わかるわけねえよな。日本語喋れないんだから。